Welcome, Snoozie fam, to another Wacky Dream Wednesday, where we scour the internet to find some of the weirdest, most wacky dreams out there. You won't want to miss today's episode. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more amazing content on dreams, nightmares, and all things sleep. Have you ever dreamed of a mobile phone? If yes, then you must be addicted to your phone, just like me. Don't worry, it's not only you or me, but more than 3 billion people in the world currently use smartphones, and around 50% of them can't put their phones down. People are so hooked on their phone that they can't seem to focus on doing anything else. Today's story is inspired by a user over on Reddit, and it's about being chased by your own mobile phone. Now, let the dreams begin. I am a person that can endlessly scroll through anything on my phone. Holidays, paintings, politics, and everything in between. My phone is my girlfriend, my analyst, my flower shop, and bank all in one. It's a shopping center where everyone knows my name, and it's a place of fun, war, and wonderful experiences. I am badly addicted to my phone, and I don't deny that. Things got so bad that I could not keep a handle on what was actually going on in my real life. I've tried to go on many mobile detoxes, similar to how people go on diets or doing a juice cleanse. However, as soon as my eyes sees my phone, it locks it in like a hunter seeing a wild boar. I can't help but pick up my phone and continue scrolling. I always think to myself, at least my phone doesn't hurt me like other people in my life do. My phone is my family, and it always feels like home and gives me comfort. It has a map, a gallery, a tour guide, and a person sitting in the back seat telling you to turn left at the next intersection because there's a traffic jam ahead. I know it's hard to understand, but getting rid of the thing that I hold closest to my heart is almost impossible. During the day, I work as a marketing executive at Alliance Marketing Agency. One morning, my alarm goes off at 8:45. The first thing I do is grab my phone to check my emails to see if there's any urgent action required. Nothing needed my attention at the moment. I looked at the top corner of my mobile phone and saw that today was Sunday. I had forgotten to turn off my work alarm for the weekend. Luckily, I was still feeling a bit tired and I was able to go back to sleep for a little bit longer. When I woke up, I immediately felt that something was off. I could sense that someone or something was in the bed with me. I rolled over, and to my surprise, my mobile phone was lying right next to me. It was human-sized and it had arms and legs just like a regular person. I was in pure shock. I was afraid to touch it because I didn't know how it would react. What was this monstrous thing doing in my bed? This thing had a large glass screen that displayed the exact same interface as my actual phone. The only difference was that it was huge, and it had big cartoon eyes, nose, and mouth plastered at the top of the display. I looked at the top right corner, and it showed 8:44 a.m., November 13th, 2022. Exactly 1 minute later, the alarm went off at 8:45 a.m., just like any other workday. The only difference was that this phone was staring straight at me while its mouth opened wide and started yelling at me. It kept saying, "It's time to wake up, you sleepyhead. Time to start scrolling." It kept saying the same thing over and over again until I smacked the glass display for it to stop. After the yelling stopped, it spoke again, but this time in a softer tone. "What would you like to access? Instagram? Facebook? YouTube?" I didn't know what to say and instead asked the phone why it had legs and hands in the first place. And why was it lying next to me in bed? It's just so weird. The phone spoke and told me that it was my best friend and that it would do whatever it takes to stay by my side. And then it said again, "What would you like to access? Instagram, Facebook, or YouTube? You always open these apps when you wake up." I was in disbelief and just told it to shut up. The phone stopped talking, but as soon as I got up from my bed and started walking towards the bathroom, the phone got up as well and started following me. It was just about to enter the bathroom with me until I stopped it and asked, "What are you doing?" The phone then answered, "You always take me in there with you while you check your email and the news while you're on the toilet. Don't you remember?" Now, this is seriously getting weird. I am not about to do my business in the bathroom with a life-sized phone with googly eyes staring at me. I told it to stay outside and be quiet. Once I was done in the bathroom, I came outside and headed towards the closet to get changed for work. The phone again followed me. I looked at it with anger and asked, "What do you want?" It said, "You always listen to music while you got changed. What would you like to listen to?" The phone asked. I just told it to open up Spotify and play some sort of relaxing jazz music. Lord knows that I need to calm down right about now. It said, "Your wish is my command," and started playing a relaxing jazz playlist. After I got changed, I went downstairs and started preparing my breakfast. I poured myself a hot cup of coffee and grabbed the leftover meat pie from the fridge and sat down at the dining table. All of a sudden, the phone started vibrating and it made a loud beeping noise. "You have a message from Shayla." And then it started reading the message aloud. "Hey John, I miss you so much. I want to hug and kiss you so badly." I was so embarrassed that the phone actually read my private message out loud. I quickly told it to shut up and stop reading my messages. Shayla is my girlfriend, and she had been out of town for the last few days. She was just returning home today, and she really missed me. Then the phone asked again, "What would you like to open? Instagram? YouTube? Facebook?" At that time, I was so annoyed and frustrated. I asked, "How do I make you shut up? How do I turn you off? Don't you run out of batteries or something?" The phone told me that it was a living thing and it could not be switched off. It also doesn't need to be charged and that I don't have to worry about it ever running out of batteries. I left my apartment and headed towards the office. And as expected, the phone followed me. I got to the bus stop and waited for the bus. I could see that other people waiting on the bus stop just stared at me, looking at me like I was some sort of criminal. I told my phone to keep quiet until I reached the office. Somehow, I reached my office. The constant annoyance kept going for the rest of the day. Wherever I went, my phone went with me. When I'm in the bathroom, it would be standing right there beside me. I went to lunch, and it came chasing after me. At one point, I felt like killing myself when the phone read my private message from Shayla in front of everybody in the boardroom. That was the most embarrassing moment of my adult life. I need to get away from this thing. I don't want it to follow me around wherever I go. Somehow, I managed to get into the elevator before the phone could reach me. I went to the ground level and got out of the lift. I looked around the lobby to see if the phone was there, and I could not see it. I ran through the lobby and out the front door. Then I saw it, standing right by the bus stop, waiting for me. I looked at it and it looked back at me. This time, the screen was bright red and vibrating violently. I could tell that it was extremely angry. I ran as fast as I could through the streets of New York. It looked like a scene from the Matrix movie. I knew I could not stop if I ever wanted to lose the phone and live the rest of my life in peace and quiet. After I ran for several blocks, I stopped at an intersection, trying to catch my breath. I looked around and there was no sign of the phone. At that moment, I felt a sense of relief. Was I finally able to escape my phone? Is it no longer in my life? It was already 7:30 p.m. and I took the nearest bus back to my place. I went inside the building and was about to take the lift. When the elevator door opened, my mobile phone came storming out towards me with a knife in his hand. I thought I was surely going to die. My phone asked in anger, "Why did you leave me at the office? Don't you know that you are nothing without me?" You need me to survive. I am your best friend. I am your soulmate. I am your life. Terrified, I sat down on the floor with my hands over my face. My phone kept repeating the phrase, "If I die, you die. If I die, you die." Then I screamed at the top of my lungs, "Just leave me alone! I don't need you in my life!" Suddenly, I woke up. I was crying and out of breath. What just happened? I couldn't believe that this was all a dream. Everything felt so real. I didn't touch my mobile phone again for the rest of the day. Phones are a great way for people to connect, spread joy and happiness. However, if you are spending too much time on it, it could lead to sleep deprivation, depression, and anxiety. But in many cases, it's hard to know for sure which way the river flows. Do people get anxious because they're on their phone? Or are they on their phone because they're anxious? Have you experienced a dream like this in your life? Let us know in the comments below. If you've enjoyed this video, don't forget to give us a thumbs up and click on that notification bell for more amazing content like this. Share this with a friend if you think they may need a little wake-up call. Thanks for watching, and until next time, sleep well.